now from the IBA at Winchester, engineering announcements for the radio and television trade.
Hello, and we're glad you could join us for this week's bulletin direct from the IBA Engineering headquarters here at Winchester. Most of us are familiar with the problems of not having enough signal for television reception. But what of the problem of too much signal? Also today, our usual roundup of transmitter news, including the latest on fourth channel additions, as well as full details of two entirely new relays. In Paynton, Ockham Valley, and in Gloucestershire, Upper Sudeley.
The majority of our complaints of poor reception are because of too little signal reaching the television set aerial input. But it's also possible to have too much signal, especially on systems where amplifiers are involved, and the causes and effects are often not recognised. We're prompted into mentioning this because of the recent return to full power of the Durris transmitter in the north of Scotland, following a long period there using a temporary transmitting aerial. Naturally enough, people adapted to the lower signal level, perhaps installing boosters or, more significantly, winding up the gain at the head ends of communal systems, such as in blocks of flats.
Now, when normal signal levels are restored in these cases, there is a potential overload problem if the amplifiers are not restored to normal gain or taken away. This can result in spurious patterns over an otherwise perfect picture. The greater the signal, the worse the pattern, and in extreme cases you can end up with 3 or 4 different pictures on top of each other. Sometimes the bringing on air of a Channel 4 transmitter results in enough extra signal to cause overloading of a front end. The solution lies in reducing the signal level at the correct point in the system, and means either reducing the gains of amplifiers if they are adjustable, or by inserting suitable attenuators in the signal path. But it's important to know where in the system the overloading is occurring. It's no good reducing the signal downstream of the problem, by then it's too late.
So what should you do when confronted with a possible overloading problem? If it's a normal aerial feeding a receiver directly, then a simple inline attenuator of 3, 6, 12 or even 18 dBs can be inserted at the aerial input to the TV. The best value can be found by trial and error. If there's a video recorder, there's often a bit of gain on the loop-through aerial feed, so try first of all putting the attenuator after the video recorder. If masthead or distribution amplifiers are involved, then start investigating at the aerial end and work down towards the receiver. For communal aerials, where each flat within a block is fed from a distribution system, then those responsible for the system should ensure that the signal levels are correct at all points in the chain, with channel equalization if necessary. It's worth remembering that, in general, it's better to have the right amount of signal rather than have too much and then have to attenuate.
Transmitter news now, and in Bradford, Idle, which we thought last week would suffer a delay in the Channel 4 installation, actually came on air as originally planned. Official service is from this Friday. 3 stations are due for the 4th channel this week. In Surrey, Reigate will have Channel 4 on 53 and serves about 21,000 people, most of whom seem to have phoned us up over the last year or two. Then there's Monmouth to have S4C on Channel 65 for about 5,000 people. And also due this week, Rothbury in Cokerdale, Northumberland. Here the new channel will be 59 and is for about 3,000 people. Due for Channel 4 in a week or two, Haddington in central Scotland and Chepping Wickham in Buckinghamshire.
Special announcements now, and near Guildford the new Wannish relay is scheduled off today between 9 and 5 during a mains interruption. And tomorrow Fenton will be off for the same reason between 9:15 and midday, as will Kettlewell between 9:30 and 3.
In Scotland, South Knapdale is also due off tomorrow between 9 and 4. This is for electrical maintenance.
In Lancashire, Winter Hill Channel 4 will be off during the mornings tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. This is for maintenance on the channel combiners and will also affect all the relays in the Granada area.
On Thursday, Fitful Head on the Shetlands is due to be off between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to allow aerial maintenance.
Also on Thursday, the Tonpentry relay in South Wales is due off between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. This is for electricity board maintenance.
Still in South Wales, Tenby is liable to interruption between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. on Friday. This is for the annual electrical inspection.
New relays next, and in Devon, Ockham Valley came on the air last Wednesday. It's for about 700 people living along the Ockham Valley between Paignton and Preston, and also in Shorton. Programmes from TSW and TVAM are on Channel 24, with Channel 4 on 31. Group A aerials are needed vertically polarised. Ockham Valley is on the air and comes into official service on Friday.
In the Forest of Dean, a relay for Upper Sudeley has been delayed a little, but is hoped to be on the air towards the end of next week. The station is designed to cover about 430 people in Lower and Upper Sudeley. A small number of people to the south of Lower Sudeley will remain unserved. Programmes from Central and TVAM will be on Channel 43, with Channel 4 on 50. Group B aerials should be used vertically polarised. Upper Sudeley is due on the air in a week or two.
We're sending 2 of our engineering information officers out and about this week, visiting areas where new relays have opened recently. Barbara Dorwood will be in the Dorchester area later in the week, following up the relays at Piddle-Trentide and Winterbourne Steepleton. And Michael Power will be heading for Northamptonshire to visit dealers and riggers involved with the Woodford-Hulse relay.
Before we go, a reminder that you can always keep up to date with our engineering information on Oracle Teletext. Page 390 contains our guide to Channel 4 commissioning at existing relay stations, and page 590 on Channel 4 carries our daily transmitter news and other technical items of interest to the trade.
And so to our address if you have any technical queries on independent television or local radio. Engineering Information Service, Independent Broadcasting Authority, Crawley Court, Winchester, Hampshire, SO21 2QA. The telephone number is Winchester, STD code 0962 822 444. Or if you live in the London area, you can use our Brompton Road number 584 7011, but do ask for engineering information. We'll be back as usual next Tuesday at the same time. We hope you'll join us then. Until then, from Murray Nicholson and myself, Bruce Randall, goodbye from Crawley Court.